Okay, so we are live right now, and it's a beautiful day. Today is a holiday in Nigeria, so if you are not in Nigeria, today is a holiday in Nigeria. For those who are in Nigeria, they are enjoying. Most of us are at home. I'm home myself, but today we're going to be having a conversation. We're going to be having a conversation around data analysis. This, let me call it the new gold mine that people are now talking about. From time to time, things happen. People say this one is a gold mine, the internet is a gold mine. Now is just talking about data analysis. And today I have with me a beautiful woman who's going to be talking about data analysis. I mean, when it's about men, when men talk about things like that, people tend to like, okay, it's normal. But when it's about women and they are talking about stuff like this, then it's absolutely beautiful to listen to. So I have with me here Stella. Stella is an amazing. I mean, when I read your profile, I was like, gosh, all those things, all the trainings, all the certifications, all the things, experience people you've worked with. You know, when you look at certain people's profiles, you think like, man, I've not even started on this life. I'm still joking. All right. So we're going to be looking at data analysis, the meaning, the prospects, and profitability. So I'm just going to allow you just go to share with us. I mean, what does data analysis mean? What does okay? Let me give you a little bit. Maybe this may work, or this may be a little explanation about data analysis from a layman's point of view. So I'm doing my training, my session on Sunday, and my wife is going to cook for people who are coming on Sunday. And so what I did was to give them a questionnaire, not a questionnaire, a question in form of a Google form to tell them, okay, since you're coming, we want to know what you're eating. So because we have the menu, we have rice, we have swallow, we have jollof rice, white rice, and all that. And they were filling their forms. And on the form, we saw that 80% wanted fried rice, special fried rice. And the other ones wanted soup and all that. So now we have been able to analyze, and now we're saying that people who want to eat fried rice are this number, those who want to eat swallow are this number, and then now we're able to know how to apportion the monies to be able to cook rice and then cook swallow. Isn't that data analysis? I think that's a little bit of data analysis from a layman's point of view. But then let's look at it from a very professional point of view. The ones that can help us get jobs, the ones that can help us win contracts and all that. So, guys, if you are tuning in, my wife is tuning in from the sitting room. If you are tuning in here for this live stream, please let us know where you're tuning in from. If you're in your bed, let us know if you're in your bed. If you're even in your office and you're working, let us know, and I can say hello to you. So, without wasting much time, Stella, please take on it. Tell us data analysis, meaning,
All
prospects, and
right.
profitability. I'm going to take myself out from the screen so that you can, have the full screen to yourself. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. I really, really do appreciate what you're sharing with you. Always excellent holiday. Like he said rightly, I'm Stella Justin. I'm a data analytics professional. I think my data career started way back from my university days, right? I've always had this flair for data analysis, for research, right? Like academic research back in school, analyzing project data, thesis for masters, for PhD projects, and all of that, right? But beyond the university days, like what happens next, right? After graduating, after serving, and then you're coming to the real world and you're looking at, okay, so what am I going to make out of these particular interest or talent that I have? And then along the line, I discovered that, data is actually beyond what we do right in school, is beyond academic research, right? There is much more opportunities for data career globally in the world, in the business world especially. And that was how my data career started. And I think I started as an intern in a very big tech organization in Lagos that happens to be Microsoft Gold partners. And I started my internship. After the internship, I was able to learn through the process of internship, learn real life projects, clients, data, and for different organizations. So we were offering data services for different organizations. So I was able to learn hands-on with real-life projects and all of that. And after my internship, I was able to, got retained as a data professional, and then, began to grow my career from there, from junior data analyst to senior specialist to a team lead, and, up to managerial position before I eventually left to start 𝗬𝗁𝗂𝗄𝗧 Academy. So like 𝗦𝗂𝗂𝗃𝗂𝗃 has said a little bit about data, which is very fantastic, very practical, right? Experience he has for data analysis based on the upcoming program on Sunday, right? Now, what is data analysis generally, right? So I would explain data analysis as a process of, generating data, collecting this data, processing, transforming, being able to analyze, make sense of the data, generate insights to be able to drive actionable business decisions, right? Now, from his example, you've seen that, okay, they've been able to make decisions about the food they are going to provide for people that will be coming for the program, right, on his birthday. They've been able to, apportion, the quantity of each food item they'll be providing for how many people and all of that. So these are some of the end results of data analysis. You're able to make decisions, right? You help businesses make decisions. From the output of your data. So we've been hearing this buzzword data. What is even data all about, right? What is data and what is it all about, right? The truth is that data is all about us, all about us and all around us, right? So every single day, every action that we take, right, from the moment we wake up to when we go back to sleep at night and all of that, every action we take, right, in our daily routines, daily activities, we actually generate lots of data, right? For instance, you joining this stream this afternoon, you're generating data. For me, you're generating data for the Dawn, you're generating data for Facebook and all of that, right? So every action that we take, your personal actions that you take at home, right, you're able to, there are data points to them, there are informations that can be gathered from our day-to-day routine activities. Now, for a business, for instance, let's say Facebook, for instance, we all log into Facebook, and then we do a whole lot with Facebook. We have different agenda for using Facebook and all of that. But you realize that Facebook have information, a lot of information about you, right? Because you're their customer, because you've signed up to use your account, and at the point of signing up, of course, you filled some certain a form or something. You provided information about yourself, your email, your age, and all of that. So they have a lot of information about you, beyond your name, beyond your age, beyond your bio, right? They are also able to track your usage metrics, so they know your preferences. They know the sites you love to, the timelines, the people you follow, and all of that, right? And that is why, for instance, they can push some kind of adverts to you, okay? Because of the information that they've been able to gather, the data they've been able to generate about you over time, based on your usage history and all of that, right? Now, for instance, another applicable use of data is that if you look at the news feed that pops up for you, maybe in your Google Chrome or something, right? The newsfeed that pops up for you is actually different from me and the next person. Now, how are they able to channel the kind of news that you're interested to? Why do those kind of news trends come to you, right? It's because over time you've indicated interest in those kind of or similar or something related to that. So this whole information about you is used to target you, is used to advertise to you, is used to sell to you, is used to market to you. A big organization like Facebook, like Google, and all of that could sell your data, this information about you, to businesses who can now take advantage of that for marketing. So everything we do, from the moment your daily use of your daily use of the internet, your social media behavior and all of that, right? Even in your personal life, your personal routine, right? The thing you do, how you follow your schedules, how much of your tasks you're able to complete, you know, daily, weekly, and all of that, if you're able to keep track of that. Or maybe you work out and you have a smartwatch, right? And you're able to track, okay, how many calories you burn and all of that over time. You realize that all of these are data points that can be used to make business decisions. Now, why do businesses need data professionals? Because, well, data is the new oil and there's nothing anybody can do about it, right? Data is generated, over 322.7 terabytes of data is generated every day. So any business that must thrive in this emerging economy must be data driven. You can't survive if you're not data driven, if you're not able to harness data, both the one that is generated internally by your organization and competitors and all of that. So you can't, no business can thrive without being able to harness the data that they have available for them. So it then means that, okay, these businesses, they have different line of business sources, their websites, their social media handles, places, their online stores, their physical stores even, and all of that. Right? People walk in, people make buying decisions, place orders, and all of that. Now, this whole data point, how do they make sense of it? How do they understand who their target audience or their real customers are, right? How do they know the kind of products they should invest more in producing or selling, right? How do they make some of these decisions? How do they even identify new opportunities that are open in their field, in their particular industry? How do businesses come about this? So for any business to be able to take advantage of, the opportunities that come with harnessing data, they must be able to take advantage of their data. And how do they do that? Is by employing data professionals. So data professionals are those people that are trained and equipped with the requisite skills and ability to be able to harness data from different sources, right? And help businesses generate insight that drives management decision. So for a typical business, data professionals work with decision makers, right? Like the managers, the CEOs, and all of that, because they are the ones that, really know at the back end what is really going on with the business, right? Data-wise, and the kind of information that is available for the data, both internally and even in the ecosystem generally, and how the business can make better decisions. So they act as advisors, or let's say in advisory roles, based on fact, figures, findings. Data don't lie. Data are figures, they are numbers, they are real numbers that influences decisions, right? So businesses need data analysts all across the globe. It's not just a Nigerian thing. Every business in every industry, right? Think about healthcare, think about education, think about real estate, think about any industry, oil and gas, mention them, right? They all need data professionals. So it's not like, it's one industry specific. No, a data professional can work in any industry at all. Every business. In fact, let's bring it home a bit, right? When you think about that hospital in your neighborhood, or the schools around you, right? Or those supermarkets and the grocery stores you have around, you realize that, they generate lots of data, and they need people to help them, manage this data effectively. And beyond managing the data, to be able to generate actionable insights that could drive, their business decisions and all of that. So every business in every industry across the globe needs data professionals, and that is why data profession is currently they said it's the sexiest. But I don't want to use that word, right? So it's the most in demand skill of the 21st century, right? So when you see people, everybody getting interested into data, is because, hey, this industry is big, is huge, it has prospects, right? And it's not something that, okay, that is going to phase out in the next 10, 15, 20 years, right? Even with the advent of AI and all the buzz with machine learning and, you know, robotics and everything that is going on, you still need data professionals, because artificial intelligence is fueled by data, right? Those systems, those softwares, those applications that run on AI that you use, right, are built on very huge data sets. And so data professionals are at the back end working on those AI softwares and applications that you have everywhere. So data is quite huge, right? It's a profession that, okay, even in the next 10, 20 years, you have you're very, very sure that they're not going to easily phased out, right? So so why should you become a data professional? First of all, I've talked about the fact that, okay, businesses need data analysts from across the globe. It's a global profession, right? So even if you're not within Nigeria, even if you're planning to travel, right? Even if you want to work remotely and all of that, it is a global in-demand skill across all nations, across all economies, you know, across all industries. Data professionals are needed. And that is why, right, for every data professional out there, there are up to 3 data career opportunities, like data jobs waiting for them. Okay, so there's a huge, very large demand for data professionals and very small supply. So, and that is why we in the field are doing all we can to bring up people, train people, to get more people into this field, because there's a whole lot to do, right? Data keeps growing every day. For businesses, each and every one of us, imagine the quantity of data you generate every day, right? Now, talk about in a larger scale for businesses and all of that. So it's something that is needed on a continuum, right, as time goes on. So it's very, very important to become a data analyst, because of course you have a global career prospect. Businesses need data professionals, and they're able to pay very well, right, to have trained people and even upskill the people that they have. So of course you need to get yourself in the door. You need to learn how to become a data analyst, which I'm going to be sharing with you, right, as we proceed. But then they are ready to invest in their data teams, because they know for their business to survive, in this particular economy, they need to have people who are good data analysts, data professionals working at the back end for them, analyzing their data, you know, helping them discover opportunities, insights, and all of that. Okay. Another reason why it's very, very profitable to become a data professional in this age and time is the remuneration, right? Data professionals are well paid across the globe, right? Entry level pay is about $5,000 per month, right? About $65,000 per year. So it's independent of where you are, right? You can be right in your bedroom working for a global firm, right? I've been working remotely since 2020. But when I relocated from Lagos to Port Harcourt, I was still working remotely for almost 2 years, right? For the company in Lagos and all of that. And we're delivering projects for clients even outside Nigeria. Okay, so it's not a kind of career that is just location based. No, it's not location based. It's very flexible. You can work from your home, right? You can also, it also gives you opportunity to travel. Some big organizations are willing to, okay, you're able, as long as they know, oh, you're able to deliver their data services, they can sponsor your visa, travels to any part of the world where their business is located if they want you to work. And even there, you realize that, oh, you don't even get to work every day. Some people want you to work remotely from maybe the US, remotely, or maybe from whichever country, right? Or maybe remote worldwide or global from wherever you are. So the opportunities are huge for data professionals. So you have access to a global career, you have access to growth, because data career is, you know, continuously evolving, right? In the past 6 months, there's a whole lot that have changed for data professionals. You know, when someone was talking about my profile and all that, I just laughed because I just started another training track again, because of course, you know, the learning is continuous, and it's something that keeps you on your toe. It's a career path that keeps you on your toe. You're not going to get let's say relegated with time. You keep growing with the trend, you keep learning, you keep upskilling, okay, and you keep becoming a better version of yourself. So it's a very, very rewarding career path that anybody can join. You have a very huge prospect for growth, because of course businesses are willing to even train you further, right? Who knows, you can become the next, you know, the next open AI or ChatGPT creator or something like that. But it starts from somewhere. It starts from getting your foot in the door as a data analyst. So how do you become a data analyst? How do you become a data analyst? Okay, to become a data analyst is quite simple, right? A lot of people are worried. Some people say they don't have graduate degrees. Some people say they don't have flair for statistics and all of that. The truth is that in data profession, there are lots of specializations that you can work on. But as a data analyst, you don't need to have a lot of statistical background. You don't even need to maybe have degrees and all of that to start, right? Just your willingness to learn, very, very important. Your willingness to learn. You have a very good laptop. You have access to the internet, right? That is basically what it takes. Because of course, in tech, nobody cares about how many degrees you have. That is why you don't see people in tech going for a lot of PhDs and all of that. Of course, it's important if you're in academics, but as a data professional, your certifications, your trainings, your portfolio, all of that are very important, because of course it's a practical skill. And that is why at Kedros Academy, we have a Basics to Mastery bootcamp that enables people with zero, like we've had people with zero experience in statistics, people with zero who know nothing about data analytics coming, and at the end of the training period they can beat their chest and say, oh, we've become data analysts, right? A lot of people have gone on to get new jobs. Some people have gotten promotions in their workplaces as a result of the training. Some people have been able to start, their freelancing careers and all of that. Some as data consultants, right? And all of that. So, but then you don't need so much to start. You need the willingness to learn, you need access to the internet, you need a good laptop, of course, because you need to working with a lot of softwares that you'll be taught how to use and all of that. So in Kedros Academy, we have Basics to Mastery Bootcamp. Our next cohort, we've had up to 3 cohorts so far. Our next cohort, the fourth cohort, will be starting on the 3rd of July. That's next week, Monday. So if you are interested in becoming a data analyst, right, you can check the links in the comment section. To join the training. I'll be starting on Monday. That's 3rd of July as a data professional. Remember, it's a life-transforming opportunity for you to get into tech. Opportunity for you to get into tech, opportunity for you to learn something new, opportunity for you to start a new career path, opportunity to earn, right? Reasonably, be able to live beyond, of course, physical or the physical economy or whatever is going on around you. So it's a very wonderful opportunity, and I invite you to take very good advantage of it. So I don't know if you have questions. I'll be here to take your questions. Thank you, the Dawn. So I don't know if anybody have questions. Bring it to my notice so I can take some of them.
Okay, guys, there are questions for Stella to attend to. If you've got questions, please go ahead and drop your questions. Meanwhile, before the questions, as they are dropping their questions, Stella, I have an idea that you have an academy, Kedros Academy, where you also teach people how to become powerful data analysts. Please, before the questions start popping, can you tell us about this academy and what you guys have for us to be part of it so that we ourselves can be making thousands of dollars as data analysts. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we have 𝗕𝗄𝗄's Academy, right? 𝗕𝗄𝗄's Academy is a data training institution. So it's all about data. Basically, what we do in 𝗕𝗄𝗄's Academy is everything data, from data analysis to data science to data engineering, artificial intelligence, machine learning, everything around data career. We help people start and scale their data careers. So yeah, our #1 program that is open to everybody with 0 skill level is the Basics to Mastery Bootcamp. So the Basics to Mastery Bootcamp is a bootcamp that lasts for about 6 weeks, right? Every day for 6 weeks. So usually we have 2 classes, live classes with instructors every day, morning and evening. You can join morning or evening or both if you have the time, right? So in this academy, you learn how to become a data from the very basics, without any prior knowledge, without any prior experience. We start from the basics. We start from advanced Excel, to Power BI, to Tableau visualizations, then go a little bit into programming, SQL, and all of that. So it's very, very beginner friendly, right? Now, after the BTM, the Basics to Mastery Bootcamp, the next stage of the learning for people who want to upskill, of course, the Basics to Mastery Bootcamp is enough for someone to start up as a data analyst, is enough for the person to become a data visualization expert, is enough for the person to become maybe a Power BI developer, Tableau developer. There are up to 6 to 7 career paths that someone can start with our Basics to Mastery Bootcamp at the end of the training. But if someone now wants, okay, upskill, go into AI, go into machine learning and all of that, we have the data science track, right? Which is advisable for people who had gone through the Basics to Mastery. So you're not starting the basics you're not starting as a beginner and then you're jumping into something very, very difficult, right? Or not, the challenging aspects of programming and building solutions and all of that we do with data science bootcamp. But then you start with data analysis first, and in the BTM bootcamp, after that, you can now upskill and all of that. So that's basically what we do at the academy. We have a bootcamp that we're starting next week for 6 weeks. So we have classes Mondays to Fridays. Saturdays are for projects, Saturday evenings. It's because every week our students get to complete 2 projects, a guided project in class and an individual project that they do without any guidance, right? But they get to present this project for reviews, for corrections and all of that. And these whole projects make up their portfolios that they use for job applications, showcase to prospective employers, to customers or clients that would want them to deliver data projects for them and all of that. So that is basically what we do at the academy. Yeah, so I don't know if there's any other question.
Yeah, there are questions that I've just dropped in. The first question here is from Michael. Michael Lanry is asking, can you mention some basic tools, stack to start with? I don't know what that is. It says, can you mention some basic tools stack to start with? I think that's technical language for tech people.
All right, so the basics to stack to start with, right, is Excel, advanced Excel. We start with Excel, then Power BI, Tableau, SQL or SQL, however you call it is correct, right? SQL, SQL, Looker Studio, Google Sheets, and all of that. So these are the basic tool stack to start with as a data professional. So with these two stack, you can start as a data analyst. You can handle any data analytics job that is handed over to you with that two stack. And we covered this entire two stack in our Basics to Mastery Bootcamp.
Right. So the next question, Austin Benya is asking, what is the difference between a data analysis? What is the difference between data analysis and business analysis?
Okay, so they are quite related, right? But a little bit different. right? So data analysis work with the data set. The data analysis uses data to help generate insight for the business to make decisions and all of that. But a business analyst, right, interfaces both the tech team. The business analyst does not really have the technical data skills, so to say, like using some of those tech stack that somebody asked about, right? But the business analyst is able to translate, the output of, okay, the findings of this data of the tech team that involves both the data scientists, data professionals, all of that, to the management. So they work in line both with the tech and the business management. So they understand, basically they understand the business, they understand the goal or the aim of the organization, what they seek to achieve, right? They understand all of that, and they help translate that to the tech team. Okay, this business is our goal, this is what we are seeking to achieve within this particular time frame and all of that, right? Now they translate the business objectives to the tech team, right? Now the tech team works with that. They also, the business analyst also gets the output of what the tech team have been able to work on back to management. So their roles are kind of interwoven, but are different. So a data analyst can actually work as a business analyst for organizations that are unable to employ two different people, right? So a data analyst can be able to, still work as function as a business analyst with understanding of having good business acumen, understanding of the business objectives and all of that. But then for big organizations that can afford the two different roles, they are still separate, they are still different, because the business analyst is more into the business, understands their strategies, understands the business tactics and all of that, right? And is able to translate that to the tech team and able to get the output, to get the team to deliver on service and, back to the management. I hope that is clear enough, Austin.
Thank you so much for that explanation. You are very great at this thing. Somebody's asking also, Austin's asking, what is the minimum specification for a typical laptop that one needs to have as a data analysis professional? I think Credros Academy has replied that. So you need Windows 10, 10, 8 gig, 10, Windows 10, 8 gigabyte RAM and 500 gigabyte higher processor. So I think that has been answered already. Somebody else is asking, do you need to be good in mathematics to excel in data analysis?
No, 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 no. You don't need to be good in mathematics and all of that. Do you know why? Because actually, right, the system helps you do most of this analysis. You just learn how, understand the business questions you're trying to answer practically. I'm going a bit practical. Okay, we want to be able to identify so and so, right? The business is trying to make decisions around this and that, right? For instance, you don't need to be the one to do the manual calculations and all of that. But in the data analysis training, you'll be taught the basic things, the most important things, functions, calculations, and all of that are needed. But of course, those systems, Excel, Power BI, and all of that, they are already prepared to help. It's just for you to be able to know how to key in the right functions and formulas and all of that, which will be taught in the academy. So you don't need prior knowledge of all of that before joining. So calculation aspects, functions, formulas, and all of that, right? You will learn them. But to already be a mathematics guru and all of that to become a data analyst. Yes. Okay, so I think that answers the question.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah, I think there are no other questions. I don't see any other question in the comment section. So I think
uh,
questions have,
yes,
can you hear me?
yes, yes, very well.
Okay. All right, ma. So I don't know if you got final thoughts, final words on on this session, so we call it a wrap.
Okay, so finally, I'll be for those
Okay,
that are asking.
somebody's asking a question. It said, is programming and coding part of the skills in the field of?
Yeah, programming and coding is part of the skills in data science, not data analysis, right? So in data analysis, you don't really need programming and coding skills for a start, and that is why it's beginner friendly, right? So you don't need programming and coding to excel as a data analyst, but you need it as you move further in your career. If you decide to become a data scientist, right, then you will need programming knowledge in Python, R, and all of that. We still have advanced training on that. But as a data analyst, you don't need programming and coding skills for a start. The basic codings that you do will be SQL, right? Which is very simple, and you taught from basics to mastery at the academy. So it's nothing to worry about. You don't need to be a programmer, first of all, to start up your data analysis field. All right. So finally, for those that are interested in joining the bootcamp, the links for registration is available in the comment section. The bootcamp is just 75,000 naira. But if you're joining today, as if you join the stream and you want to take advantage of our conversation today, to register, you'll be getting 10,000 naira discount. So you can pay once 65,000 naira and join the training, right? Otherwise, if you're unable to pay once and join this particular based on this particular stream that you joined today, you would be paying the 75,000 naira maybe in 2 or 3 installments if you want to take the installment option. So the link for the registration is available in the comment section. Thank you so much for your time.
Wow,
Right.
thank you so much. Thank you so much for this session. It was very enlightening. Thank you. I love the way you did your presentation. You got great words. Amazing, amazing, amazing. All right. So thank you so much. God bless you. And God bless to everyone who took. Please make sure that you participate in this training, become a data analyst, make a lot of money. And I look forward to everyone doing amazing. Thank you so much, man. I look forward to having this conversation again with you. Probably
Thank
after your academy, to see how the students are faring and for the next cohort. God bless everyone and happy
thank
holidays to everyone. From
you.
me
I
here,
really do.
Econometrics, and from Stella, God bless you and goodbye.
It was such a pleasure. Goodbye,
Thank you. And
everybody.
so nice. If there are comments in the comment section to show links that you have to take to go to the academy to see what the academy is all about. So please go through the comment section that we have, and you'll find those links so that you can, understand what the academy is all about. So thank you. God bless you, everyone.
Thank you so much, sir. Bye, everyone. Thank you so much for joining.